Hey everybody, so I'm back today. I wanted to do more Splinterlands videos, and I'm going to do a new video about Ape Heroes soon because they have a new coin coming out. But today we're going to be talking about rewards cards, and then we're going to open up some packs that I got because I went ahead and bought 30 more packs of the new ones. So that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and get into it because we don't want this to be too long of a video, but we're going to go over kind of a quick look at the market, the current prices of the rewards cards. We're going to look at how long you have to expect for these to be out of print and talk about what kind of cards you might see going up to high prices once they are out of print. It's pretty normal for rewards cards to be very cheap when they are in massive print and when they can be printed, and that's because there are a decent amount of bots that play at the low levels of this game, and they are just trying to make enough money to pay for their bot service unless they programmed it themselves, or they're just trying to make a living because you can run a few accounts and you can sell these cards for pennies, and it adds up over the course of a month, and depending on where you live, it could be a decent amount of extra money for you. This is just the truth of the crypto play to earn world. There are vastly different people in different circumstances that play these games. So what does that mean for you if you are just kind of a regular player with an okay budget? It means you should make sure that while these cards are in print that you get one to around max level that you expect to compete in. What I mean by that is if you are only a silver player, make sure you get one to top level 4. If it's a common, whatever the top level is for the silvers. If you aim to be a gold player, get one up into level 6, and if you want to be a top level player, go ahead and max one out. Then after that, the real play for long-term building of wealth is to keep single copies of the good ones, because the cards tend to go up and you tend to get the best value when you're selling single copies. With this caveat, there is a chance that you can go ahead and level up additional extra ones to about the silver level and rent those cards out. I do think that the market should get a lot of new players coming into it with Chaos Legion coming out, with the pack sale going live in a week, and with a good chance we are not going to sell out of packs. And the marketing thing that I talked about in my last video of them starting to really market the game. Hey, come play Splinterlands, come buy a $10 spell book to get into the game, and come buy some $4 packs to get your additional cards. Then go ahead and start playing the game and earning free crypto. And this should loop in a few more players. It was hard to bring in players in the last year, and we still did it. Why? Because they had to come in and fight against a market that was super, super hard, given they got rewarded with very high DEC. Now we have much lower DEC, and I've talked about how that might go lower, but we're going to have $4 packs. So with a lot more players coming into the marketplace, what cards are those players going to buy up? You're looking at them right here. These floors will get pushed up, up, and up, and up here on the really good cards, and they will be left kind of low on the ones that maybe aren't as impactful. So we're going to go through these really quick and talk about the ones that are good and or bad. So right now, this Gargoyle Lion is absolutely underrepresented here, sitting here at 4 cents, because he is a really fun card to use once he gets his upper level abilities, because he takes away 1 melee damage. And in a monster's Mavericks, where a monster mode where everybody can only use melee monsters, he's a great monster to have on the board, or when they can attack from everywhere, because you can combo him with a few other cards and then totally demoralize the other team to the point where they're all doing only 1 damage, and that can definitely win you a match. So this card is underestimated, especially as a neutral card and as a flying card that can plug in as a flying tank in those earthquake mode games. The Pelacor Conjurer is a great card, 2 mana cards that can have a lot of HP and tank. Also a great hard card. So you're talking about 2 really good cards here at the bottom. Pelacor Deceiver, I'm going to give this one slightly less praise just because he is not that impressive on the Death Team. The Death Team has a lot of good tanks. But if you're somebody looking for a cheap way to have a decent tank to tank in the Silver League, he is a flying monster, and that can be useful. But I'm not expecting this one to be one of those ones that is worth a lot of money in the future. The Ventari Heatsmith is actually a pretty cool card. I think the Fire team really needs him because he gets an ability that they don't really have. in a lot of other places with Amplify. And when he gets Thorns, he can be an interesting tank up at the front. So that's something to check out. The Pelacor Bandit is an absolute beast. Him being down here at this level is ridiculous because he combos with the new summoner so perfectly for additional speed and armor, making him an even faster sneak monster. And he really pushes the sneak team of water to a new level that is going to be impactful in this game. I do think that the sneak water team with the new summoner is going to be pretty dominant in the lower levels and in the mid levels because there's not as good counters to sneak until you get to the upper levels. The Pelacor Mercenary, as you can see, sits here at a little bit more money because he is a more valuable card because he is a self-healing tank that flies. He can be comboed with Llama at the higher levels for a pretty crazy 14 mana monster on the board that sometimes can wipe out an entire other team. Doesn't work as well as it used to. There's much better combos for the Llama one monster combo, but sometimes it can win. Harvester, this one, as you can see, this one is already out of print, so now you're going to see that even though this is a weaker card, we already see a doubling in price to a tripling of price than these cards. This is how easy it is for you to make a 2 to 3x on some money that you invest into these cards if you hold them long enough. Now, you're going to have to hold them a long time, and we're going to talk about that in a minute when we go to the print rates. We're not going to look at the rest of these cards because they're not in print. I just want to go over the prices of a few of them that are very useful. You'll see the Nightmare's up around 31 cents, so that's way higher than 4 cents. That's a really good card. I would compare that to these two and the level of how good this card is. You got the if you go down here a little bit farther, you have the Demented Shark that, because he gives Inspire to the sneak monsters on blue, is actually a much better card than people think, so his price has been going up. You see you got 60 cents here, 60 cents here. So you can see these cards easily start to go up and near $1, and then the commons get well past $1 once they get far out of print, especially if they are very good. Sea Monster is very good, and so is Wood Nymph as a healer that it heals even at level 1. And the Creeping Ooze has a slow for 1. These are absolutely awesome cards. Now let's go ahead and look at the rare cards. We're going to try to look at all of these. I'm going to get through them as quick as I can, and then I'm going to open up 100 packs just for fun, and we'll see if we get lucky with those. So you got the Gargoyle Devil here. He is a really good card to use with Odin, and overall really nice archer that can attack from the front row. He is expensive and doesn't have very much life, so he's kind of only useful in really high mana matches where you can set him up in kind of like a second or third position. Still, not a bad card. Overall, I think he's undervalued. The Naga Assassin is a 2-cost, 2-attack monster with a speed boost for the Dragon team. This card is awesome. It combos with Selena. It combos with Bizen Kitty to make them even faster. It doesn't combo as well with the new Dragon Summoner, but it can be used with him. He's kind of a debuff, so that's a different take for the Dragon Summoners. The Twilight Berserker is an undervalued card, and that's because it's so similar to an older rewards card. The 4-cost, the other dragon, I forget his name. I think he might be a common or something, but he's very similar to that, but he has a stun, and any monster with a stun is a great one to have at high levels. The Ventari Seedsmith is an excellent card. This is why he's one of the more expensive ones of the group, is because he does 2 damage at level 1. That is very important in Bronze. Any card that can do 2 damage is very important to make sure that they can avoid a shield stopping them from dealing any damage. The Ventari Crystalsmith is a card that I'm going to start buying at this point and save for the future, because we just saw on the last page that a 4-cost healer card was at over $2 now, and this one is going to be available to be used in the new set. It combos great with the new Life Summoner, so the Ventari Crystalsmith is a spectacular card. The Ventari Bonesmith is a leech monster. These are very impressive monsters to use in the equalizer matches, because you give him a lot of life and then he can leech life on top of that. It's a really strong card. This is why this one is sitting here. Also, it's a nice mage card for the death team. They don't really have as many mages in the new set. The Exploding Rats is kind of a copy of the Exploding Dwarf, but it's 4 cost, so it can be used in Little League. And it's kind of serves the same purpose, but when it works and you play it in Equalizer and it's just blowing up people on the other side, it's absolutely ridiculous. The Ventari Wavesmith, this card used to be like $2.50. Right now it's 24 cents. It's going to go back up to that $2 range eventually because level 1 protect is really, really good. Mage damage is really, really good. It's just a great combo without a doubt. And so even in the new deck, you can put him there with the new summoner, and now you're looking at a water team with 3 armor. That's pretty ridiculous. Now look how quickly they go up when they go out of print. When in the rares, we got these ones already at 70 cents. Then we go into $1. Then we go into $3, and then we go into $4 or $5. Now it may take a long time before these rewards cards get into that level, but that is what is in their future. And let's go over the epics really quickly. So the epics, you've got the lava launcher. This is an awesome card to use with Leodin. I'm really surprised that it's sitting here this cheap. I've been buying these epics at this price because it's just kind of ridiculous to see them under $1. The triage healing of this card is absolutely amazing in the higher levels. You have a sneak monster. Neutral sneak monsters end up being extremely expensive. Go look at the Elven Assassin and how expensive that card is now, because you can add this into any different team and turn your sneak team 1 card better. On top of that, for 3, it's a really good damage card. Din Chwala is just an amazing card. So to see this card under $1 is pretty crazy. It's one of the better dragon tanks in the game for the new set, besides the Robo Dragon Knight, and that card is much, much more expensive. And this card can compete with that card because of the level 1 Thorns. Also, it can just be really, really broken in certain matchups. The Onyx Sentinel is a very important card, and you can see that it's already popped up here to $4. Same thing here. Immediately the epics pop up to $4, $5, $6, $8, $49 here for this summoner. You got us 27, and for these cards 23. So these epic cards go up in value very, very quick. So seeing them under $1, it's hard not to be purchasing them. I'm a little short on DEC because I just bought a bunch of potions for my packs, but that's just the way it is. And then we're going to look at the legendaries. These legendaries are pretty amazing to see, because I remember when Lord A was sitting over here at about $5, and I didn't buy a lot of them, and now he's $130. And that's even in the down market where he used to be more. So the story here is pretty simple. If it's a good rare, it's going to end up being somewhere in the $30, $40, $50, $60 range when it goes out of print. And then when it starts to dwindle down and there's not that many there, it's going to be even more. So basically, when you look at these, the Jin Osanis is probably going to end up somewhere around this range, in the $60 to $80 range, pretty quickly once it is out of print. These ones here that are sitting down here at $5, they're a little more niche. They're better than this one, but they aren't much better than, say, these cards here. So maybe they're going to stay in the $30 range. It's going to be hard to tell, because when we get into the new wild format and maybe more players come into the game, it might be one of those things where you're going to wish that you had those cards because they're very, very important. Harklock can be very, very useful sometimes. I actually think this card is really, really good, but it's only a 3-cost card, and so people are going to underestimate its ability to win a match, because everybody really is going to be looking at these high-cost cards, and I'm guessing we might see high-cost mana matches become something that happens more often, with all of these high-cost legendary cards starting to come out in the new set. So that really kind of covers my look at all the rewards cards, and just, letting you know that right now isn't a bad time to be buying them. It's not a bad time to be getting any of the other ones that are in print, because you really want to accumulate a lot of them if you want to be able to flip them for that 2 to 3 to 4 to maybe even many, many times X in the future. But you have to be willing to hold the cards. Now, one of the nice things is they do give you collection power, so you will be getting a little bit more SPS. I know that token hasn't been doing spectacular, but it does make it a lot easier to hold those than it did when I was holding them for a long time. Now, one of the things you should be aware of, though, is the print rate of these cards. I'll have a link to this site so that you can come and check this out, but you can go ahead and see here that we're only at around, at the most, 20% of the cards printed out that are currently being given out in the rewards. The rest of them are at 18%. So that means that we still have 80% of the way to go. And so you might be thinking, like, wow, how long is that going to take? I mean, there's just that could mean that you'd have to look out when they came out to know about how long you have to go. But you're probably looking at something like 6 months time horizon, maybe a little bit longer if we don't get a big influx of new players. But we're all kind of guessing that with Chaos Legion coming out, we're going to see a lot of new players coming into the game, that we're going to start to see the player growth kind of go up again, because now new players can come into the game. We can advertise to them to come out. One of the other things you're going to start to see are pack giveaways. A lot more pack giveaways are going to start happening because players like me who do videos and content can start giving away packs, because we can pick them up for $4 and then we can give away maybe $20 in packs in a contest, and it's not that big of a deal. So be watching for those on my channel in the future. Not doing that today, but that's because Chaos Legion is pretty early. I got to build up my set of cards before I start giving stuff away. I do have a lot of packs coming though, so there's a good chance I might be doing that at some time. You know what? This needed to be tilted down a little. Sorry about that, guys. I always look kind of funny on the white sites, so we're going to go ahead and get into the game now, and we're going to go ahead and open some packs. So I bought some potions this morning. I have 700 Chaos Legion packs. I don't have maxed out Chaos Legion cards yet, so I am hoping to get some. I am hoping to try to put together an entire gold set of the Chaos Legion. That's going to be pretty hard unless I get really lucky with the legendaries. So far, I've gotten a few golden legendaries. We'll take a look at that after that. And so right now, we're going to open up 100 packs, and then maybe we'll open up another 100. That would be the most, and it'll just be kind of a fun thing. People seem to like to watch people opening up packs, so we'll do an open multiple. I like to do them in 100s, and we'll go ahead and do this. And I don't know if it's true, but people seem to say that when you open large amount of packs, you get better stuff, but we don't really know that for sure. So we'll go ahead and just go through these here. So the Ventari Knifer, I'll give you an idea of what I think of the cards while we're flipping these. This is a really good monster because it gives you another opportunity monster for the team. The Carrion Shade, not as impressive. Ooh, kind of bummed I only got one. Oh, there's a legendary. One of those summoners. But if we see him again, that means he'll turn gold. Oh, here's a legendary card. Okay, so I got a Void Dragon. I don't have very many of the Dragon summoners. I got kind of legendaries. I didn't get very lucky with those. The Scorched Fiend is actually a good card to get. Those zero-cost cards are really important to try to max out, because once they're maxed out and they have that debuff, they just become such a better card. That's a nice gold card to pull. Golden rares are always pretty cool. Got a couple epics here, which is important. Those are things that I need to go ahead and keep working on. Here's a Scavio. Man, Scavio was going to be a beast, and then they took away his triage. That's kind of funny. The Wave Brood is actually something that's going to be really, really interesting, because that taunt that you can put in the back row means you can do some very interesting things with it. The Stalker here, this True Strike on a big archer, is really, really nice. And Hunter Jax is just a big beast at low level, and then he becomes more of a beast at the high level. He definitely plays into a sniper team, which, I don't know if they have the best sniper team. All right, here we go. Legendary. Let's see. Turn gold. Chaos Dragon. I got one. Maybe I'll get another one. That would be kind of cool. Already 3 legendaries in my 100 packs, so that's not bad. I think I should get, most people say, about 5 to 6 on that. Ooh, I got 3 golden Crypt Beetles. That's kind of interesting. Oh, the Goblin Psychic, obviously. Great healer for the new set. Level 1 healers are great. He's a little bit more expensive. Combos with the new summoner. Ooh, I got 6 General Sloan. See, that's kind of what I was hoping with for the blue summoner. I only got 1. The Mage of Chaos is a very nice card, especially for low levels, and teams well with the green team because of the new magic boost, but can really be plugged into any team to go ahead and do some magic. There we go. We got a Golden Radiant Brute. No really gold cards that are that impressive other than the rare. This card, the Flying Squid, is actually a great card with the new summoner. He's expensive though, so he only really works in the higher mana matches, but you can put some pretty ridiculous front end speed on that team. This healer here is really nice because I kind of like healers that don't attack, because you really hate it when your healer kills itself. This epic card, a lot of people are going to appreciate because it's a 2-cost card, but anytime you have cards that are equal mana to go ahead. Ooh, there's a gold epic, right? Yeah, that's a nice one to pull. I don't know if I have a gold forgotten one, so I'll have to check into that. That might be a new one for me. Ooh, there's a gold Stitch Lech. This one's a nice sneak monster. It really gives the life team another chance to get one, and I pulled 2 golds on that. I got a Jin. Oh, 3 Tarsas. That's not bad. It'd be nice to pull any of the summoners in gold because oh, here's another legendary card. It'd been a while. Oh, I haven't maxed him out yet, so I don't mind pulling another one of him. We're getting probably kind of close to the bottom. Oh, there's a legendary card. Ooh, I got my first Quick the Devious. That's actually my first one because I have him, but I have him in gold. So that was my first regular one out of all the packs I opened. Nice to pull 3 Gruds. He's a fun card to use. The Zenith Monk is a really, really good card once he gets his self-heal, that's for sure. You got another low cost 2 attack archer here, so that's a nice strong card. The Cursed Windu is a really fun card. Anytime you have Thorns with all of that HP, that just gets really, really good. There's an Acid Shooter. That card's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how much I love Scattered Shot. I mean, it can be really clutch or really not. It's just really random. This card is awesome. So when you can fit that one in, it's amazing. That was a nice pull with 6 Obsidians. There's a Scalvo. The Demon Shark, he's been a beast. And in this last Silver tournament, we proved that he was a beast. There's the Ventari Scout. There's a couple Gold Hill Giants. Oh, here's another legendary. So I think I pulled about my quota. Oh, there's another gold epic. So no gold legendaries, but 2 gold epics. So that's pretty good. You really want those gold legendaries, though, because they are super hard to pull. And our last card are some... Oh, no, I got one more row. Portal Spinners. Oh, there's the double attack archer. That card is just really, really good. There's the nice mage. There's a gold Ventari Scout. There's my Thaddeus's. I should have known I had to have pulled at least a couple. And there's some Rift Rings. So that wasn't bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and open up another... Oops. Got to go back to the page. We're going to open up another 100. I didn't get a gold legendary. I want to go ahead and see if we can pull that off, and then we're going to end the video. We'll go through these ones a little bit faster because I don't need to go over the cards because I did that the first time. And this video's already gotten a little bit longer than I meant to, but if you hung out this far, you hung out for the pack openings, right? Let's see what I get. There's a Cursed Windu, Gold Salvo Chemist, Gold Shadow Stitches. That card is actually probably... Oh, here's a legendary. Come on, turn golden. Oh, a Torrent Fiend. I actually haven't got any goldens of the 0 cost guys, which is kind of interesting because if you're not going to level them to max, they don't... Ooh, there's a gold General Sloan. Oh, and a gold Warrior right after it. So I'm getting some gold cards. There's another Gold Hill Giant. It's kind of interesting. That means I pulled like 4 Gold Hill Giants in these 100 packs. There's some Psych. Oh, more more Gold Stitch Liches. That's kind of interesting. There's only 1 Acid Shooter. Oh, 2 Gold Ventari Scouts. Portal Spinner, again, interesting card. Oh, I got a Gold Flying Squid. 2 of them, in fact. Ooh, we're not getting very many epics. I mean, very many legendaries in this set of packs. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's another Quick. So that's kind of nice. I do need to get a lot of Quicks if I'm going to level him up all the way to max. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the -1 speed, -1 archer? It's interesting. I kind of... -1 archer is kind of an interesting thing because unless you know your team is going to be playing that... Oh, there's my first Desert Dragon of the night. Oh, so I said I wasn't getting legendaries, and then I got 3 really quick. There's a Fungus Fiend. And there's another one, so they did at least show up. Oh, that one's going to turn gold. There we go. Got one. The reason why I said those ones are kind of interesting is because if you, in like the special like low-level gold tournaments that I want to play my whole set in, they're not ever going to have that ability unless you level them up all the way. It's still nice to pull, though. They're good cards. When you do get a gold legendary, it's exciting because you have that opportunity to maybe sell that card, pick up a couple more of the legendaries, or you can hold on to it and try to put together a set. That's better. 5 Tarsas this time. Oh, the Chaos Knight is actually a really fun card. Supply Runner's a really good card, too. 2 Obsidians. There's that Forgotten one. Oh, only 1 Thaddeus Brood this time. Oh, I didn't get this one in the last set, I don't think, and that's nice to pull 4 of them this time. That's a really nice card. Let's see here. Oh, here's another legendary. Come on, Chaos Dragon. Oh, I didn't get an Ifrit Rising last time. I don't know if people are sold on this every other turn attacking. I think that it could be kind of cool with the bigger ones. Let's see if we pull one more legendary card. I think I got less legendaries this time around, but one of them was golden. And that's kind of what I was hoping for when I opened that second one. Oh, two golden rares on the Angelic Madoran, which is actually a really good card once you get it leveled up and it has that triage. All right, everybody, so we're going to end it there. Oh, wait, well, let's go ahead and close this out. And we'll take a look at my gold collection just for fun here in Chaos Legion. So Chaos Legion gold. I did a trade, so I only kept around one copy of most of them. I have a Tarsa. I have a Revan. Well, if you want to see my legendaries, I'll show those first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. My epics, I've got these ones here. So yeah, that was new, and this one was new. So that's nice. I pulled some new ones. And then in the rares, I got those ones I didn't have. I pulled 3 tonight. I actually had a General Sloan. So I'll kind of be looking to maybe sell a General Sloan to pick up, because I have Tarsa. I don't have the blue one yet. So I need the blue, and I do have Quirk the Devious. So if we look at the summoners. So this allows me to play in those low-level gold tournaments if I have them all. I just need to maybe try to see if I can flip a General Sloan into a blue one, either by selling it or trading it. And obviously the commons, you know, I've got, I wonder if I have all of those yet. Let's see, all cards. Anything not show up? No, I do have at least all of the commons at level 1. So that's pretty cool. Well, the level 1 gold. All right, everybody.